Hello everyone, I am
Hello.
Suprakash. Let's start the session for today. And the first, I think I start the signal like a periodic signal and not periodic signal, and how to find the period of the signal. Periodic and non-periodic signal. There are two methods to find the fundamental period, the time period or frequency, fundamental frequency. First method is time period method. Second one is frequency method, fundamental frequency. Okay. First, start the time period method. And suppose you have a signal in the form of different frequency x1t plus x2t plus x3t dot plus xn to t. In this signal have a different time period, like x1t have a t1 time period, x2t have a t2 time period, x3 have a t3 time period. Not as same as xn have as tn time period. Okay. Then first of all take a ratio of T1 fundamental T1 frequency time period to the all for finding the fundamental time period, like T1 to other like T2, same thing T1 upon T3, sorry, plus not plus, T1 by T4 dot T1, the ratio of first frequency to the all frequencies, Tn. If these are in a rational form, that in rational number form, then rational number, I think you all know about the rational number, like a p by q form. In p by q, where q not equal to 0 and p and q should be belonging to an integer number, like 5 by 6, 1 by 2, 3 by 5, all of the rational number. But if there is any pi by 3 like that, or root 2 by 3 like that, these are the irrational number. These are not integer. P and this is a q is an integer but p is a not integer form. That's why this is not a rational number. These are the rational number. Then if we find t1 by t2 this ratio in the rational form, then you can say the period of this signal is t1 into LCM of LCM, it means LCM of a denominator, this, because of in numerator all of the same function, only denominator is different, then take the LCM of denominator, you can find the fundamental time period, okay, by this method. Let's check by a question. Take an example. Suppose xt have a signal in a sinusoidal 3 pi by 4 into t omega t, this is omega t like that, plus pi by 4. This is the delay time period. This is not a factor to the your actual time period. This is the delay only. Plus 4 cos 2 pi by 7 into t minus pi by 3 plus 5 sine 6 pi t upon 5 minus 5 pi by 4. These are the three signal. The xt have a combine of the three signal and asking about the fundamental frequency. What is the fundamental frequency of this signal? This is only the effective the frequency. This is the only delay time period. The delay signal is not affected in the your frequency a time period. These all are delay provided in your signal. That's why you can't consider this thing. Consider only this thing. First of all, what happened? First of all, find the time period T1, T2, T3, T4 like that. You know about the time period T directly proportional to T1 by F, fundamental frequency. You know about that. If you multiply by 2 pi on both sides, denominator and denominator, then you find 2 pi by omega. 2 pi f is omega. Then you can say,
Sir, actually, what you have written
yeah,
in the above line is minus pi by 3. It is delay or advance?
this is the delay signal. Advance is this one.
No, no, 2 pi.
This is delay signal.
No, no,
This
loss signal is delay signal.
this is advance signal. Positive is the advance. You start from behind the zero like this thing is the advance signal. If suppose this
Okay.
here is starting from a zero here, this is the delay signal.
That is loss. Okay.
Okay, fine.
All are written delay, so it's why I'm
Okay,
asking.
okay, okay,
Thank
okay.
you.
No, I'm not this thing mind of this thing like delay or advance. I simply shows here to this is not affected to the your frequency, fundamental frequency, fundamental period. That's why I've written like that delay also. But if there is a positive signal, then it means this is the advance signal. This is a negative which means delay. This will start from later. This is the start before of this signal. Okay, you can find a t like 2 pi by omega. First of all, find by t1 by this one and find t1. This is a t2. This is t3. And what is a t1? 2 pi by this omega 1. Omega is this one 3 pi by 4. Pi cancel out 8 by 3. Is t1. Same thing you can calculate t2 from here. T2 is 2 pi by omega, because you know na sine omega t plus something sine cos omega t, that's why this is the omega. 2 pi by 7, you can retain this is the 7 by 1 in a rational form. T3 is 2 pi divided by 6 pi by 5. Pi cancel out, this is the 5 by 3. Suppose there is any signal which one has not include the pi. Suppose you have the same signal, if you remove this thing, this pi, then what happen? This is not pi, and pi is occurs here, pi by 3. You can't be taken this thing, and you can't be taken as a LCM of this thing because of pi. as this is not a rational number also, then you can say directly this is not a periodic signal. There is a not period only. If there is a not a common of this one, this is not a rational number in T1 at T something, then you can't be say this is the periodic signal. This is the non-periodic signal. If you can't find the LCM of this one. Okay, T1, T2, T3, you got this one. Then you have to find the LCM of denominator. First of all, find T1 upon T2, then T1 upon T3. There is a three signal only. This thing. You have to find first T1, T2, T3 like that. Then take a T1 by T2, T1 by T3, T1 by T4 like that to T1 by Tn. Same thing here. I will find T1, T2, T3. Then find T1 by T2, T1 by T3 because of there is only three signal. Then T1 by T2, T1 by T3 you have to find. Okay. T1 is 8 by 3. Then T2 7 by 1. This is the 8 divided by of 21. Sorry, I written here like that. This is for T1 by T2, T1 by T3. Here T1 is 8 by 3, T3 as 5 by 3. Then you can say 8 by 3 by 7 by 1 is equal to 8 by 21. Then this is the 3 cancel out, 8 by 5. You can say you can see here 8 denominator is a common, 8 only denominator have a different thing. Then find the LCM of a denominator. LCM of denominator is 105. Then what is the fundamental time period? Is T1 into LCM. T1 this one 8 by 3 into 105. To solve this one, this is a 35, 3 3 is a 105, 280. From here you can say double period 280. Simple thing, first to find the T1, T2, T3 like that for all the signal. Then take a T1 by all, like T1 by T2, T1 by T3, T1 by T4, T1 by T5 like that to T1 by Tn. Then denominator is common, you can say the denominator is common for this. Then take a LCM of a denominator, then simply multiply a T1 into LCM. You got the, will get the fundamental time period. This is a first thing to find fundamental. Second thing for the omega of method. I written same thing. Xt is x1t plus x2t, xt3, then directly take omega 1, omega 2 for this one, like omega 1 for this one, omega 2, omega 3, dot omega n. Then you have to find a GCD of this thing. GCD, it means greatest common division. Okay. Same thing, if you take a GCD of this thing omega 2, this is also in the form of P by Q, integer form. If you find the GCD, then we directly say the GCD is the net omega, and this is the fundamental frequency only. But there is a problem. These are in the P by Q form, rational number form. Like if you find this one, this thing is like P by Q, yeah, P1 by Q1, P2 by Q2, P3 by Q3, that like that, Pn by Q1 in this form. Then how can you find the GCD of this one? If there is a simple digit, one digit, two digit numbers, there is a number simple, then you can find easily GCD. But there is a rational number form. Then what happened? For this, you have to find GCD of numerator P1, P2, P3, Pn. Then find the LCM of the denominator. In this process, you can find the GCD. Let's look for the example, then you can understand better. I take a same example, this 3 sin omega t, 3 sin 3 pi by 4 and 40 plus pi by 4 is 4 cos 2 pi by 7 t minus pi by 3 is 5 sin 6 pi by t by 5 minus 5 pi by 4. Same example I have taken. Then find the omega 1, omega 2, omega 3 for all. This is omega 1, omega 2, omega 3. And you can say directly 3 pi by 4, omega 2, 2 pi by 7, omega 3, 6 pi by 5. Then find the GCD of this one. If there is no GCD, then the signal is not a periodic in nature. 3 pi by 4, 2 pi by 7, 6 pi by 5. For this one, this is the P by Q form. And how can you find this one? The GCD. Sorry. Denominator 3 pi, 2 pi, and 6 pi. LCM of denominator 4, 7, and 5. Then greatest mean of the greatest common of this one, you can say 5. None other the common of this one. Denominator has LCM. LCM of this one is 140 because 3 is different. 4 into 7 into 5 is 140. GCD is omega naught, omega net, or fundamental frequency, you can say. Simply you can find. If there is a not GCD in numerator, same thing. If there is not pi here, then what happen? There is no common anything. If there is not common anything, then the signal is not periodic signal. You can find the periodic, not periodic of this of the signal also from this. So omega net is this one. So how can find a fundamental by time period? 2 pi by omega. 2 pi by pi 140. Pi cancel out 240 140 into 2 is 280. Okay. We have two method, time period method. Second one is frequency method. Time period method, simply find the T1, T2, T3 time period of all. Then take a ratio of T1 to T2, T1 to T3, T1 to T4 like that. Then find the LCM of denominator. If you find after that you simply find the fundamental frequency by multiplication of T1 into LCM. In omega method, same thing, find the omega of all frequency omega 1, omega 2, omega 3 like that. Then find the GCT of this omega. Because omega in P by Q form, then find the GCT of the numerator, then and find LCM of the denominator. After that, okay, get the GCT, and that GCT is the omega net, omega fundamental omega, and after t is equal to 2 pi by omega, we can find the time period.
So there's a frequency method which is omega 1.
Yes. Sorry.
So the frequency method is omega 1 and the time method is the first
Yes,
one,
yes,
LCM.
yes. This is a frequency method. This is a time period method. Yes. This is all about the continuous time signal. If the same thing if we want to apply on the discrete signal, then same method is there also, time period method and frequency method. So give some idea of discrete also. So if you have a signal xn like j omega dn, is the frequency is omega, then you can return this is in the form of a time period. It should be a 1. This multiplication of this will be 1. Then we will get the omega d into n is equal to 2 pi, same thing, omega 1 omega t is equal to 2 pi by omega d. But there is also possibility to integer rational number is there, p by q in form of p by q. Then now can't we say the p by q in the to find in the decimal also, then can't we say this is the time period. Time period should be an integer number. Then you have to some multiply with some constant k, which is known as that k is a minimum integer to make an integer. This one is a minimum value, the minimum integer value you can say, to make the time period integer. Okay. Same thing for the example you can say xn e power j 5 pi by 3. Same, this is omega d. You can find n is 2 pi by omega. 5 pi by 3. This should be multiplication of k. Then you will get this one 6 by 5 into k. 6 plus 5 is not integer number. This is the rational number. That's why you have to multiply by k as minimum is 5 as minimum as a denominator. Same thing. If you multiply by 5, 5 will be cancelled out. 6 is the time period of this signal. Suppose there is a numbers of signal including one to make a one signal like xn is equal to sine 3 pi by like x1n plus x2n like x3n. Same thing like in continuous time. Then you have to find for n for the all signal n1. This is our n2. These are n3. Same thing like a t1, t2, t3. Then take a LCM of n1, n2 and n3. You can see there is a not p by q, not there is a t1 by something, t2 or t1 by t3. Because of t is there is a n1, n2, n3 is directly as an integer number. That's why you have not get the p by q in form of p by q. You get the simply in integer form n1, n2, n3. That's why simply I'll take a LCM of this signal. You have to like that. Then to have the common and same as n is the fundamental frequency. Okay, let's take an example. Then you understand better by example. Same signal in form sine 3 pi by 4 n plus cos 5 pi by 4 n plus pi by 4 plus 6 sine 9 pi by 5 to n plus 3 pi by 4. Then first of all find the n1 for this one, n1 for this, n2 for this, n3. N1 is equal to same 2 pi by omega. This omega is 3 pi by 4 into k. Pi will be cancelled out, 8 by 3 into k. Then k will be 3. You can take k is 3. Then n1 is 8. For the n2, same thing 2 pi by omega. Omega is 5 pi by 4. Then you can say 8 by 5. There k. In this case k is 5. Then n2 is also 8. n3 2 pi by omega. Omega is 3 pi by 5. Sorry, 9 pi by 5. 9 pi by 5 into k. This is 10 by 9 into k. K is 9 in this case. n1, n2, n3, we will get the, then take LCM of n1, n2 and n3. 8, 8 and 10. LCM of this one is 40. Then 40 is the fundamental frequency. Time period, sorry, fundamental time period for this discrete signal. Okay, let's something do for the omega method, the time period method. I have written here. Oh, sorry. Same thing like a previous case. Find xn, uh, xn sin same thing GCD, find GCD there also. Then the omega net, we will get the omega net. Omega net is the fundamental frequency. Sin 3 pi by 4 n plus cos 5 pi by 4 n plus pi by 4 6 sin 9 pi by 5 n 3 pi by 4. Okay, this is the omega 1, omega 2, omega 3. First of all, find omega 1 is 3 pi by 4, omega 2 5 pi by 4, omega 3 9 pi by 5, GCD of this one, omega 1, omega 2, omega 3. This is your denominator 3 pi, 5 pi, 9 pi, divided by LCM of this one, denominator 4, 4 and 5. Common of greatest common is pi, and the greatest common is LCM is, this thing is 4 into 5, 20. This is the omega net. Then what is the time period? Time period 2 pi by omega net into k, then 2 pi, omega net is pi by 20 into k, pi by cancel out, total 40 into k. In this case, there is no need of k, then k is equal to 1, n is equal to 40. The both cases, omega method is same thing applied for the discrete and continuous. Find the first of all the omega frequency, omega 1, omega 2, omega 3, like that. Then find a GCD. In this GCD, find the numerator of the GCD of the numerator and LCM of the denominator. And after apply the t is equal to 2 pi by omega, we will get the fundamental time period. Yes, one I have a question. Can I ask?
Sir, sir,
Yeah,
what will be the fundamental period of e to the power j 5 by 70?
same thing like that.
It will be continuous.
Same thing you can apply this one. There is only one time period. That time period is the frequency.
Okay.
E की power something, if you find equal j omega d into t, then this is the omega.
Okay.
T is equal to 2 pi by omega. In the same form, you can return a sine cos. Frequency is the same.
Okay. Thank you.
E power something. This is the frequency form. If there is not a j, then there is a different thing. But in there is not a periodic signal if there is not a j form. Okay,
Okay.
then you can directly get the value something. Sorry. This is all about the signal, periodic and non-periodic signal. Let's start the system of the signal. After the signal is a system. Okay, I think there's some question. Let's complete this for some question, then start the system. What is the system? The questions: integration of minus infinity to infinity xt del t means you can say this is the delta function, impulse signal, and dot dash is the derivative, differentiation of this signal. Okay, where xt is given t square plus 3t plus 2. Actually, this is the same. Okay, see in the property is xt and del dot t is equal to minus of x dot naught. By this formula, you can solve this question easily by taking a differentiation of this one. X dot 0, it means taking differentiation of this one. Then after put the 0 value in place of t. If you this is a 2t plus 3 plus 2. Then put the t is equal to 0. Sorry, 2 is equal to 0, differentiation constant is 0. If you put the t is equal to 0, and 3 is the answer. Okay, but how can we solve this question? Suppose some function signal p have minus infinity to infinity xt del dot t into dt. And how can you integrate this one? You know about integration formula for the two variable, both are the variable signal u and v. And now you know about the first signal, then second integration of the second signal. If you integrate the du, then you get the v only. Sorry, dv. This is the v. This is the u. If you integrate the dv, because of this is also derivative signal. If you integrate the derivative signal, you get the value signal only. First and second integration minus second integration, then first differentiation, second integration, then whole integration. The first I will written this is the different integration. First integration of this one is v, then differentiation of first signal du, then whole integration, like that. The same formula you can use here for find this one. Okay, let assume as u is equal to xt and v is equal to delta function del t. If we differentiate this one, del v by del t is equal to del dot function t. You can also retain this one, dv is equal to del dash t into dt. Okay, let's integrate this one. Integration of minus infinity to infinity xt del dot t into dt. First xt, first signal, second like this, second integration of del t is del t only, but integration is a limit integration. Then this is the del t from minus infinity to infinity. Minus integration of first signal, first integration of second, then differentiator of first signal, then whole integration. Same thing, integration v is xt differential of xt x dash t into integration of dv is delta t, then whole integration this one into dt. You know about delta t function, del function, it is available only on 0, others all of the 0 signal. It is available only on 0 point. In infinity, plus infinity to, sorry, this is plus infinity, minus infinity, in this position this will be 0 only. This available, this signal available only on origin. That's why there is a two corner, infinity and minus infinity. Then this is in the both condition, delta t is 0. Then this whole function is 0. Then this is minus infinity to infinity x dot t del t dt. This is 0 and this is the negative of minus infinity to infinity x dot t del t into dt. This is the del t. You know about the, suppose any integration minus infinity to infinity xt ut. Suppose ut something. Ut is a step signal. Step signal available only from 0 to infinity. Then this integration also change according to the ut, because of this multiplication is not available before the 0. Then this signal will also change 0 to infinity xt ut. You know about that. Same thing if there is a minus of u minus t, the same integration is represented 0, minus infinity to 0 only. So if ut is replaced by limit, okay, where is ut is available only. If there is a simple ut function, the step function available from 0 to infinity, that's why limit will be changed and this signal is eliminated here. Then integration of xt from 0 to infinity dt. Same thing is the minus ut u minus t, then available signal is from minus infinity to 0. That's why this limit will be changed and step function is eliminated. Same thing here. If there is any function integration minus infinity to infinity, in this between delta t is available only on 0, the limit will be changed. Then what is 0 to 0? It means 0. the signal available on 0, t is equal to 0 only, and this is the value. No need the integration here. You can say directly delta t is available only on 0. Then at t is equal to 0, we can get the value of this signal. That's why you can say here minus infinity to infinity xt del t is equal to minus x derivative of x at t is equal to 0. Then simply differentiate the xt is equal to t square plus 3t plus 2 dxt by dt 2t plus 3 same signal x dash t as t is equal to 0 is equal to 3. This is also known as x0 at 0. Okay, this is a negative value, it's not a positive, or you can say this is not none of the above. Also this is a minus of 3. Find this one. Okay, this is fine. X dash t is equal to 0 is 3, but in our answer is the negative also there, then this will be final answer is minus 3. Okay, there is another question. What is the simplified value of yn is equal to n is equal to minus 5 to 5 sine 2n del n plus 7. Del n plus 7. This whole signal is available on minus 5 to 5 only. It means start from minus 5 to plus 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But because of the del function, del is available on 7 only, not 6 also, 7. Here is the del function. Then you can see easily this is the over x 2n function from minus 5 to 5 only. You have to add this signal. That's why if delta function is outside this range, that's why the whole value is 0 directly. No need to change anything. If there is n is 5, then simply use n is equal to 5 here and sin is equal to 10. Sin 10 is the answer, because this is occurs in the range, available in the range. But there is not del function in this range, that's why the whole value is 0. A simple basic signal question. If for the shifting and scaling problem, if xt is equal to this one at triangular waveform from minus 4 to 4, the value is at 0 is 4. Xt and yt is given here. That's saying the what you will be change the value of k, alpha, beta, like anything you say yt is equal to something multiplication in, this is multiplication is simply in the y-axis operation, and then between this signal is the x-axis operation. This thing. Then what is the value of alpha, beta and k? To you can convert this signal to this signal. Simple ask the question. You use all these thing and what is the value of all thing. If there is an XT signal, okay, and given as some yt is equal to x alpha t plus beta. This k is directly we can find by the y axis operation. Then what is the y axis changes? 4 to minus 1 by 4 directly you can find. And what will you multiply by k is it will be minus 1 by 4. Then you can simply find minus 1 by 16 k directly. No need to do anything. Then, but what is the value of alpha and beta? These are the different things. K value you can find directly by taking any one any point value. Then simply you can use the peak value is 4, then the peak value is minus 1 by 4. Then now it will get by multiplication of some factor k. Then what is value of k, like that. If there is this thing, then you have to apply two method. To get this one. First method, take as alpha is common, then you have a t plus beta by alpha, or you can take same signal alpha t plus beta as it is. For this thing, you have to first, you can say, first scale by alpha, then shift by beta. This beta is the delay signal. It is shifted from x-axis delay or advance depending on the beta. Alpha, you know about the alpha, same thing if there is a sine omega t like that. No, same. This is the what depend. This is the frequency domain, the frequency thing. If you multiply something, the frequency will be changed. If you subtract, divide something, this is also frequency will be changed. Same thing here, you can say if there is any multiplication in the t, and this depend in the signal expand or compress the signal. Width will be changed at y x axis. It will be expand or it will be compress depending on the value of alpha. Okay, then if you want to do this one like that, then first of all scale by alpha, then apply shifted by beta by alpha, I think not a beta by alpha. This is the whole scale by alpha, then shift as beta by alpha. And in this case, first of all shift by beta, then scale by alpha. Both condition you can do. Let's first
Sir, sir, is there any sequence
yeah,
regarding scale and shifting and reverse?
yes,
Is there
yes.
any sequence?
You can apply first scale, then shift it, or you can shift first, then scale. You have both condition. You can do both things. There is no restriction of your side. But if you want to first scale the signal, then you have to change the signal like that. Take a common.
But
Take a
in the continuous time signal, it is possible. But in case of discrete time signal,
no. This
if
is
we'll do first,
this is the not possible. This is the continuous signal only. And discrete signal, one thing is not possible. This one. These are only you can shift first shift and then scale. Okay, let's take a signal, then you can understand better. Your signal is this one, xt minus 4 4 and 4. This is 0. This is your signal. Okay, then apply yt is equal to, I remove the k function, that you apply the alpha t plus beta. If you apply this thing, then you have to take alpha is common, beta by alpha, and first is scale by alpha. If you scale by alpha this signal, then what happen? If you scale by alpha, this is the same thing, 4, this is not change, minus 4 by alpha, scale the signal. Then if you have to shift by beta by alpha, shift beta by alpha, then what happened? If a shifting is there, then simply add here something, minus 4 by alpha plus beta by alpha, 4 by alpha plus beta by alpha. For y-axis, you have already find the y-axis signal. Oh, there is a positive, then you have to apply negative here, minus beta by alpha. You have to shift na. You have to have x t minus 2, then this will be added because of signal is going here. If there is a positive, the signal will be shifted to left. So that's why you have to subtract the position. Okay. And what is the y compared to the yt given in the question? Yt is given like that, 0 minus 2, this is minus 1, this is minus 1 by 4. Then simply you can see this thing is 0, is shifted left side. No, this signal is shifted left side, and this corner frequency, this corner point is 0. Then you can simply say 4 by alpha minus beta by alpha is equal to 0. Then simply 4 minus beta is equal to 0. That's why beta is equal to 4. Okay. Second thing, what is the this is the our scalar thing. What is the total width of this one? Total width of this in the question is given is 4 plus 4 is 8. total width is 8. Then scale this one is by alpha. If you scale by alpha, this has minus 2, 2, sorry, not 2, this width is 2 only. Then what the alpha is equal to same thing, 4. This signal is beta is equal to 4, alpha is equal to 4. Because you can observe, you can see here, this the width scaling property apply only width of this signal. The total width is 4 here, 4 here, is total 8. Then if you scale by alpha, then divide by alpha. For 8 divided by alpha, then what is the output signal? Width is 2 only. This is 2 in a 2 unit. That's why 8 by alpha is equal to 2. Alpha is equal to 4. And a shifting property like that. Then what is this corner frequency? Corner point is what in the output signal. Take that one. We can same thing apply for this one. Is minus 4 by alpha minus beta by alpha is equal to this thing minus 2. This is this hyphen minus 2. Then 4 minus beta, 4 plus beta is equal to minus 2 alpha. 4 plus beta is equal to 2, alpha is equal to 4, and 4 plus beta is equal to 8, and beta is equal to 4. Same thing. You can find the both condition. You can take any corner frequency, corner point, this one or this one.
Sir, again sir,
Yeah.
तो स्केल बाय 4 तो हो गया, तो लेकिन शिफ्ट और थोड़ा दोबारा
Okay. I explain again. Don't worry. First of all, you have two options. You can see first scale by alpha, then shift by beta by alpha. Because of this one, you have to common alpha, then total you have bracket is t plus beta by alpha. Then first scale, then shift by beta by alpha. Same apply. I am applying here. Scale by alpha. If you scale by alpha, then you have this is the your original signal, and this is your the output. If you scale by alpha, then simply divide by the corner point. Divide by the alpha to the corner point. The 4 by alpha here. Okay. Then you have to apply shifting property. Then shift by beta by alpha. If there is a positive thing, then what happen your or signal or corner point is the negative, because of this is the this saying is the advanced signal. Then how advanced it means the whole signal shifted to the left. If there is some delay signal, then in delay signal the whole signal is shifted to the right. Right is the delay signal. This is the advanced signal. Then there, if a shifting is positive, I have taken as the positive, then you have to subtract. If you subtract something in the corner point, then signal will goes to towards the left side. That's why minus of both corner. The 4 by alpha is the previous thing. Then after you apply the shifting properties, the minus beta by alpha minus beta by subtracting this one. Then compare these two corner frequency, corner point. First one is this one after shifting. Second one is this corner frequency, corner point. Sorry. And this corner point you can compare from 0 or minus 2. These are two corner point. You can compare to anyone. First, if you compare from 0, the 4 by alpha minus, because of this one, this point is happen this point, not this one. This left point is this one point, and the total signal is shifted towards downside because of the y-axis property, not x-axis property. If you not apply the y-axis property, then we will get the signal. This will be like that. Then you can simply say the signal is shifting towards left. but there is an y-axis property of y-axis process also there. That's why this shifting is the towards the downside. Okay, then this current frequency compare to 0, then you can get the beta value, alpha value will get from the width of this signal. You can compare anyone, this one or this one, both you can compare. Okay, okay, let's, you got the signal, then what is the final signal? We find yt is equal to, I remove the k, I apply k later, that later as k x 4t plus 4. Okay, first I applying this one, then after I apply this one. Then in this case, first find the signal like that. This first thing, second thing, like yt is equal to, I remove the x k value, then x alpha t plus beta by alpha. In this case, x is 4 is common, t plus 1. 4 by 4 is 1. Okay, this thing apply here. Here is your original signal, minus 4, 4 and 4, t xt. Okay, then in this case what you know, first scale by alpha, then shift by beta by alpha. You have to scale by alpha, alpha is in this case 4, then simply divide by 4 to this corner frequency, a corner point, divide by 4, divide by 4, then what happen, this will be a minus 1 and 1, this is 4, same to same t. I written here scale by 4. Okay, or alpha here, then you have to shift by beta by alpha, this thing is 1, 4 by 4 is 1, then shift this one to left side, because of there is a positive signal, positive, then shift it to the left side, then what will get this one, shift 1 here to 0, this is 1, this is minus 2, this is 4, I have not taken the y-axis. Then after you apply the y-axis operation, y-axis is multiply by k into 4, the k is 1 by 16 into 4, then this will be a minus of 1 by 4. Then see this signal, same signal shift to towards the downside, it will be minus 1 by 4, then x-axis operation is same to same, because of the y-axis operation not affected to the x-axis operation, and x-axis operation never affected the y-axis operation, y-axis. Okay, second method, from second method we have to check same thing, yt is equal to xt alpha t plus beta. Okay, in our case yt is equal to x 4t plus 4, then first shift by 4, first apply the shifting property and shift by 4. Then this signal, I will take this one. We have 4, minus 4, 4 and 4. This is the original signal. Shift by plus 4. This is the positive. Then for the positive, subtract this one, minus 4, minus 4 here. Shifting, for the shifting. Then we will get this signal. 4 minus 4 is 0, minus 4 is 8. This is a minus 8. And middle one is a minus 4. This is the 4. Same thing. Then after we have applied the, after shift by 4, then scale by 4. First apply shifting property, then scaling property. If we scale by 4, then simply divide by 4 the all corner point. If divide by 4, then this will be minus 2, this will be minus 1, 0. This is same to same because of the y-axis. Then after we have applied the y-axis operation, k into 4, same thing, 1 by minus of 16 into 4 is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4, and all signal is shifted to the downside, and this value is minus 1 by 4, this will be minus 2, minus 1, this will be 0. Okay. In the discrete signal, same thing you can shift it, plus first shifted by beta, then scale by alpha. This is not applicable in discrete. Only this one applicable in discrete signal. Okay. Want I can take an example for this discrete also. Oh, sorry. X alpha n plus beta. In this, you can't be say this to right shifting x alpha n plus beta by alpha, like this thing shift plus shift by beta, then scale by alpha. This is not applicable in discrete. You can't be do first this thing, then after shifting, because of some signal will be this card. If you apply this one, then simple form first shifted to the signal, then after scale the signal. Okay. Suppose I have taken a questions. Example, xn is equal to suppose 1, 4, 3, minus 1, 2, minus 3 and 4, and 0 is mentioned as at 2, and this is 0, 1, 2, -1, -2, -3, -4. This is the position, and this is the value of the signal. Okay. If you want to plot the signal on the axis, then this will be like that. This is a 0. At 0, this will be 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. The signal at 0, the signal is 2 in this thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay. This is a 2 at 2. Then after you can check this was the at 1 is -3, signal is -3. At second position, this is positive signal of 4. This is at -1 position, signal value is -1. At the 2 position, -2 position, signal value is 3. At -3 position value is 4. At -4 position value is 1. This signal is looks like that. Okay. Someone have question something? Can you have video recording link of the
Yeah,
live
yeah.
session? Yes, yes, I have.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think I just saw.
Okay.
Thanks.
Who got the sir?
I access.
Who got the?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes.
okay, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Something also something I will upload it the video. Don't worry. Okay, action is there. Is asking about yn is 2 is y-axis operation minus 3 by 2 n plus 2. This is the x-axis operation. Then first leave the y-axis operation. Okay. First apply the this thing. This signal started from this one shifted plus shifted by 2, because this is only this is not applicable. This is applicable first shifted by the beta. Beta is 2 here. Then the signal shift by 2. If this signal is shift by 2, then what happened? Where is the arrow signal? Anyone can guess? This is 0. You can see here. If you shift the signal by 2, this is the positive. Okay, this is the positive. Then if the positive, the whole signal is goes to the left. Then shifted by plus positive, it means this thing, this value shifted to the here, and 2 is comes on the 0 position. Okay, the whole signal is shifted to the left because of positive signal. If there is a negative, then whole signal is shifted to the right side by 2. This is the 2. In this case, the whole signal is shifted by 2 at left side. Then this position is occurs on the origin. In this case, You shift this case in this case, then 1, 4, 3, minus 1, 2, minus 3, 4. Then arrow will be shifted to the position 4. This is the 4. It's at a 2 second position. Then if you shift it to the 2 position at the left side, that's why the signal will be this one occurs at 0. This will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Just at minus 4 only, shifted by 2, this will goes to the minus 6. Then apply the, there is a negative. First negative, then simply apply the negative first. Then if you apply this negative first, then whole signal is uh, occurring as the mirror image of y-axis. If a negative is here, then the whole signal is mirror image of the x-axis, this axis. Shifted, this signal shifted to the below side. Same thing if here is a negative, then the whole signal is the mirror image of the y-axis. Then the first one, apply the reverse position. Then 4 will be here. This is a 4, this is minus 3, 2, minus 1, 3, 4 and 1, and this 0 is here. Okay. After reversal, then applied 3 by 2. If you apply first one, apply the this thing 3, then division buffer 3. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 position. If you scale by 3, then divide by 3, only that signal is available, remaining signal will be eliminated. Then 4, the third signal is 1, 2, 3, minus 1, next third signal is 1. This will be 4, second one is minus 1. With 3 is shifted, then 0 to 3, then 6. Only 3 signal is there, 3 point. Then there is a 2 also is there. And this thing applied, insert insert 2. If you want to insert 2 here, then what happen? We have to insert the positions 4, then 0, then minus 1, subtract the 1, 1, 0, then 1. Then last one have some y-axis also. In y-axis, multiply by 2 in this value. So then simply multiply by 2. This will be 8, 0, minus 1, 0, minus 2, 0, 2. This is the signal. 8, 0, minus 2, 0, 2. Always insert n minus 1, 0. Because this is denoted the position. Okay, fine. These are the questions. Related to the discrete signal. This will be summation of minus infinity to infinity x k g n minus 2k, where gn is un minus u minus 4 and xn is equal to del n minus 2. Ask about the existence of yn is guaranteed. It means at what position yn have something value. Yn is not 0. This is the yn, summation of itna. First of all, apply gn is given u n minus u n minus 4. This is the gn. But in the question, yn gn is equal to gn minus 2k. Then apply this thing n minus 2k. Then what happens? Simply subtract this thing here, n minus of 2k minus of u n minus of 2k. This is minus 4. Second thing is given xn. Xn is given g n minus 2. Same thing, if you replace n by k some value, then what is this one? Del, this will be k minus 2. This will happen k minus 2. Simply replace n by k. Then in this case, take the question n is equal to minus infinity to infinity. This will be hyphen xn xk. Xk is equal to del k minus 2, then del k minus 2 into g n minus 2k. G n minus 2k is this one. Simply I written first of all g n minus 2k. Okay, because of the del, the property of this one delta function, this will be happen simply in place of the value k, paste 2. Which one is there? Take a k minus 2 is equal to 0, k is equal to 2. Then summation will be indent there. This will be g n minus 2, k is equal to 2. Then this will be g n minus 4. Okay, same thing, we have the minus infinity to infinity xt and del t, or del t minus 3 something. At that position only the system have some value. The whole system will be g3 x3 only. In place of xt t, simply place the t value, then you get the total value in this case. Same thing in discrete time, delta sk minus 2, then simply in the place of k a place to 2, and the summation will be indent here. You can enable at the summation point like integration. Then this is the our function g n minus 2k. In place of k, simply put the value of k is equal to 2, and we'll get the g n minus 4. We'll get the g n minus 4. But you have g n value something. G n is equal to u n minus u n minus 4. U n minus u n minus 4. Then what is the g n minus 4? U n minus 4 minus of u n minus of 8. Then asking what the value of a range of n, then G this value is available. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, dot 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 to infinity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to infinity. In this first question, un minus 4, it means the unit step signal started from 4. The unit step value is 1, so it will be like that. Dot infinity. Second one, subtract the un minus 8. They started from the 8. Then what is the final value? We have to subtract the signal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, dot 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 dot. This is not okay. For the remaining value, this will be 8 minus 8 will be cancelled out to each other. The all value will be cancelled out. 12, 13, 14, all up to infinity. Only 4 to 7 values are available. 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 4 to 7 values are available in the range of n 4 to less than 7. Values available, remaining thing will be 0. Then same question. 4 to 7. Not a minus 4 to 7 because minus 4 is here somewhere. 4 to 8, no, only 7. I think this is the gate questions. Gate electrical, I think. Okay. Let's start some introduction about the system. A system is the same thing, meaningful interconnection of the devices, which is process the output by given the input. It give the desired output, process the desired output by the given the input. These are the many type of the system. In signal system, the system is many type like static and dynamic. Static and dynamic system. This also known as the memory less and with memory system. Static, it means memory less. This is the memory with memory, which have some memory in that system. Second one, causal non-causal system. Third one, time variant time invariant. Invariant system. Fourth one, linear and non-linear system. Fifth one, stable, unstable system. Sixth one, okay, the invertible, non-invertible signal. These two things you can say stable signal, stable system. It means with the system is given the bounded input, it will give the bounded output. The system will be stable. But if the in any system it will give the bounded input, but the same system is given to the unbounded or infinity like the in output, then this will be a unstable system. Invertible, non-invertible, it means the system will be invertible means negative. If you give some positive input, then system will give the negative input output. Then the system will be invertible. It will reverse of this sign. Okay. First one is static and dynamic system. Static system is at output. If the output at any system, any instant depends on the input value, only present value, not any past, future or some past value or some another value. If the given input that state, it gives the output, and this system is a static system. In dynamic systems, such as it system have some value, past and future value, then after some delay it will shows the exact output, then that system will be dynamic system. System like this system gives some input to this system, it process the output. If the system has only that instant, like same thing, like example you can say the resistor and capacitor and inductor. In the resistance case, the voltage and current, if you give some voltage, the current is followed directly, sudden, not given any delay, then that system is the uh, static system. Resistance is there, the static system. Dynamic system, with some inductor or capacitor, it will store some energy or it provide some delay in the output, current or voltage, and that system is a dynamic system. It have some memory. In case of inductor have some energy, it will store some energy. Same thing is have store some memory. After some process, it will give the output. That's why the system is dynamic system. Okay, static system is resistor. A dynamic, simple way I will give the example. So, dynamic, inductor and capacitor. Second one, causal and non-causal system. The output at any instant depends on past and present instant. Then the system is causal, present instant of input. Then the system is causal. In other hand, if the system is the output at any instant depends on future value. Of the input, the system is non-causal. Okay. For example, yt is equal to x into alpha t. A simple I have taken at a different value of alpha, we find the solution, a system causal or non-causal. Okay. Let's check first. Suppose alpha is equal to 2, then what yt is equal to x 2t. Then put the value y t. Suppose if I put the value t is equal to 1, then what is the y1? T is equal to 1, it means y1. A given input is 1, but your system is given as x2. It means you give the only time 1, but your system given as the time second time out. It will be taken the value from second time, not one value. Then this will be, you can say this is the future value depend. The system will be a non-causal. Any instant of time, the system given that depends on the future value. Simply you can say the 2 is greater than 1. It means you given input is less than the this output. You given only 1 at instant of 2 1, then but your function or system given your value, output value at time 2, not 1. The 2 is greater than the 1. That's why the system predicted the value of future value. The system will be non-causal. Scientific is suppose the alpha is equal to 1 by 2. Then what happened? Yt is equal to x t by 2. Same thing you can say at t is equal to 1. Then what happened? Y1 is equal to x half. You can say you give the y at t is equal to 1, but your system gives the output at t half only. Then this is the past value. The past and present value is there, then the system will be causal system. But at any instant, the system gives the value, future value at any instant, then that system will be non-causal system. In this case, your system is this one, t x t half. You can put the value is t is equal to 1, then you will get the value x is equal to half, then you can't be say directly the system will be causal, because at this instant the system will be causal. But in the definition is there, if the output of any instant depends on the future value, but this is only one instant, you predict the value, this is the calculate the value, the first value. But suppose in the same system, if I put the value is t is equal to -1, then what happen? Y is equal to -1, but your system gives the value at half. -1, you can say 0, 0, -1, -2, like that, is equal to infinity. This will be positive side, 1, 2, 3. This is the -1. You want to value at t is equal to -1. This one, you give the signal to the system, your system at present the value at t is equal to -1. But your system this gives the output at t is equal to half. Then this is the half, na, -1/2. Then you can say this is the future value, not a past value. Your system going like that, na, minus infinity to plus infinity. If system is here, then this is the future value. If system is here, then this is the first value. But if system predict that value at t is equal to half, minus half, but who gives the output is -1, then minus half is will greater than -1. That's why the system is presented the value is the future value. The system will be non-causal. Then overall system you can say non-causal. You can't be say that system will be causal. No. At any instant of time, it gives depend the future value, the system will be non-causal. Okay. Next case, suppose if you put the value alpha is equal to suppose -2, then what happen? Yt is equal to x of -2t. Then y, suppose if you get that y half, quarter of this one, then the value, if you put the minus 1/4, your system is x of -2t. In this case, -2 into -1/4, then the whole system present the value at 1/2, gives the t is equal to -4, -4. Then but our system predict the value at t is equal to half. It means the right side, or this will be greater than this one, and this solution will be non-causal. Then what is the value of alpha? The system will be causal at any instant of time. Let's check at alpha is equal to 1. Then what happens? Yt is equal to xt. Put any value 1 at t is equal to 1, x is equal to 1. At t is equal to 2, then x is equal to 2. Like that. At any instant of time, it will directly present the value, future value. Okay. Sorry, past value, present value. Another example for the causal system, you can say like yt is equal to u t minus 3. To put any value of t, you will get the value in past, not a future value. Suppose I put the value 1, y1 is equal to y1 minus 3, it present at u at time -2. This is the past value, na? Zero, 1, -1, -2. who gives the input here 1, but it present the output this one only. So this is the past value of this one, not a future value. This is the future value, somewhere it present here something gives the output here, then this will be the future value, the system will be not causal. But in this case system will be causal. Okay. In the final thing you can see, suppose same thing, if you apply yt is equal to u t plus 3, then what happen? At t is equal to 0, system present the 3, yeah 1 u 4. This predict the same value given here, you gives here, but the system is present at the value of 4 2 3 4, gives here output. Now this is the future value of this one. You moves to here minus infinity to plus infinity, but this is the future value, and this system will be not causal. In simple way, if you plot the signal, this one, this signal will be here to here, this signal plot here from 0 to here. If the any signal started from 0 and goes to infinity, 0 to infinity, this type of signal will be causal system. So causal system, this system will be causal system. If any system presented the both minus and positive both side, then this system will be a non-causal system. If you have any system presented like that 0 to infinity, then this system is a causal system. But some system is applied from both minus infinity to infinity, this system will be non-causal system. At any instant of time, suppose some signal is be like that, is 0 here, then this system also non-causal system. Okay. If some system is same thing like that, started from 0, you can say this is the anti-causal system, opposite of the causal, the anti-causal system. Okay. Secondly, time variant, time invariant system. If the any system varies with respect to the time, then the system will be time variant system. If your system is not varying with respect to time, then the system is time invariant system. Okay, I think I want to bind up here, and then another question is in that system is I will explain in later class and next class. If you have some doubts, you can ask really till here. Next is a time invariant variant system, then linear, non-linear. Linear, you know about the, I think all of you know about the linear system, which one have follow the homogeneity and superposition. The system will be non-linear system, like y is equal to mx. This is the linear system. Non-linear system, if this is the square, this will be non-linear system. It will not follow the additivity or homogeneity problem. Stable, I also explain the stable system. If you give the bounded input, then the system will be bounded output. The system will be stable system. Okay, let's wait for the next class. I'll explain you. Okay, class. Thank you.